Hello everybody, Spegtacular, the Silverstacular. Somebody has sent me some gold in the mail. So this gold bar actually comes from Jay, and I'm going to show you what Jay said to me. I'm going to move this over. It says, "Hey Spegtacular, here's the fake German gold bar I mentioned to you in my email. Have fun and do your worst to it." So he found out, unfortunately, that this bar is actually fake. He bought it as, I guess, a real bar, thinking, he could, do well on it. It's not real. It's fake, and I'm going to show you how we're going to test it. I'm also going to show you this really cool device that was sent to me by a small business, and it's kind of neat what he's got going on, so stick around for that one as well. So one of the first tests that I did is I used a magnet. Because gold will not stick to a magnet, it has some magnetic properties, but they're not the kind that makes it stick to magnets. It kind of repels it, if anything. So I have a St. Gaudens double eagle right here, and I have what I believe is a fake bar, and I'll show you why I think it might be fake right now. Did you see that? So this is a very strong rare earth magnet, and this thing right here had no problem grabbing a hold of that bar. So that's a really easy test. These rare earth magnets, I really want to promote those because, and let me show you why. You can bring one of these in your pocket when you go somewhere. Let's say that you do some Craigslist stuff, right? And that's so shady because you never know what somebody on Craigslist has. But one of the easiest tests is testing with a magnet. Now, it's not going to test every single thing, but it's going to definitely save you if it's magnetic, and that's one super easy test. And as you can see, these little magnets are powerful, and they're small. They are so tiny. Wouldn't be a problem just to bring one of those in your pocket, have one in the palm of your hands when you're somewhere, and just, use it to test somebody so you don't have to take their word for it. But anyways, as you can clearly see, these are very powerful little magnets, and we're gonna keep one far away and see what happens, and it just grabs a hold of it. It can't take it. It loves it so much. So definitely consider those little magnets. You can get them on eBay. They usually come from China. China has some very cheap rare earth magnets. You can get them from America too. You're gonna pay a little bit more. Highly recommend some of those. And like I said, all different prices and sizes. Get one of these little ones, put it in your pocket, and you'll be good to go. But that was the easiest test, and as you can see, the St. Gaudens did not do anything to it. It does have some effect when you put real gold with the magnet. You can tell that it's not the same as just putting your finger up to it or anything. It has some magnetic properties, but again, it's not the magnetic properties that actually cause it to stick. It kind of repels it a little bit. It pushes it. Very interesting though, but this right here is real gold. And I'm sorry, Jay, who wants to remain anonymous, this is not just based easily on the magnet test. I have a Sigma Metalytics machine, which is just fine for testing metals, and I'll show you what happens when I try to test this thing. It's going to come up all the way on the right-hand side, I guarantee you. So it claims to be, let's see, it claims to be, where are you at? So it claims to be 3/9 fine gold right here, and you can see the fingerprints all over it. I don't care, it's a fake. So right here is the 3/9 fine gold setting, and when I go ahead and put that on there, it just turns it right off because there's actually iron inside of this bar. One of the things about Sigma Metalytics is that there's iron inside of your bars, your coins, whatever. It actually kind of resets the machine. So we'll watch that again, watch it get reset, and boom, it reset it. It can't handle it. Now, there's a lot of companies out there that are buying gold, and let's say it's a coin. Even coins, they're not trusting them anymore. It's getting really bad out there for some of the fake gold stuff. I mean, you're talking right now $1,700 for 1 ounce if this was real. That's a lot of money. So what they're doing is they're actually cutting into it immediately once they receive it to see what's underneath the gold. So I'm going to do a little bit of that here just to see what kind of coloration we get. So as you can see here, right after that initial layer of gold color, you can see that I'm getting into some gray color now. So what that means is it's not gold, because gold would be gold throughout the entire bar. It is that iron. That's why it's sticking to a magnet, because iron is heavily magnetic. Anyways, it's going into the fake pile, but don't go away because I want to show you this really neat device that somebody's come up with. All right, so I received this in the mail. It's actually from a man named Esker Coffee. So Esker sends me this right here. It says, Speg, thanks for looking at my invention. I look forward to seeing your video. Please ask if you have any questions, Esker. So this is what Esker has made up, right? So now a lot of people, when they're making these fake gold bars, is they're putting tungsten in there. Tungsten is magnetic, and sometimes they won't maybe put the entire bar made out of tungsten. They'll have sections of the bar made out of tungsten. Maybe just, directly in the middle of the bar. So that way they don't have to, completely put let's say a 1 ounce of gold into the bar. They can cut you short a little bit and save themselves some money and kind of rob you in the process. So Esker's made this really cool device for you to be able to see if there's tungsten inside of your gold. So I'll show you how this works. So you use this thing right here, right? And I know it looks crazy. And then we have this fake coin. This is a fake 1974 $1 coin. This just helps the process. And let's use this little spiral thing right here. Use this spiral thing, which I'm going to give you a spoiler. It is made out of tungsten. It's not real gold created into a spiral. All right, so what you would do is just take this right here, this little green thing, and put it over top. And you're going to watch when I put the magnet up to it, and you're going to tell me if you see anything going on. Do you see that? Do you see how it just completely shows us what's going on? You can even see the spiral of it. So you can tell that there's tungsten within this thing. Kind of fascinating, really. Kind of fascinating how that works. And if you had a bigger bar, you could bring it all the way around. You can see how it's following the magnet. And it will just tell you exactly where the tungsten exists within something. So next we'll do the heart, because everybody loves a good heart, right? And we're going to see if it shows us a heart. Look at that. It shows us exactly a heart. Now, depending on the lighting, you may be able to see this a little bit better, but the idea is to bring it all the way around and kind of look at it, and you can see plain as day the outline of that heart. So fake, again, not real gold. So now I actually have a bar right here that claims to be gold. All right, so for this one, we're just going to take this right here and put that on, and let's see. We'll move it all the way around. Now it looks like it might be good, right? Let's go ahead and rotate this whole thing this way. And, oh wait, look at that. Can you see that little black spot forming right there? There's a little section of tungsten within that section of the bar. So right here on the bar, and you can see that if I was to, and it shows it about right here, if I was to put the magnet here, it's not going to stick, but as soon as I bring it right there to the tungsten spot, yeah, now it's stuck. So kind of a neat little thing. Make sure you check them out. There's some information for him. It's thegoldlock.com, and he actually offered a coupon code if you did want this little device, so you can get, I think, 20% off. So check out my description if you're interested in it. It's kind of something neat, Is a magnet still going to do the trick? For sure, yeah, absolutely. But if you had a bigger, thicker bar, you might be able to see if there's tungsten down inside of the bar better with something like this and see what's actually going on. This is a very small amount compared to, what I've picked up and what I've seen out there. So don't think that it's all fake, but just be careful, make sure you know what you're doing and know how to test. But you're going to be a little bit more wise now about these things, and you're going to be able to test and just be on your game a little bit better, which is awesome. Anyways, I got to go. Spegtacular is out.